Alright guys, Revolve Rustler here, and today is going to be What's Popping episode 6. This is going to be part 1 of my birthday bonanza. Of course, today is not my birthday, that was on Sunday. Today is Wednesday. But basically, this episode will look through series will look through the 11 pop vinyl that I picked up during my birthday week. So today we'll focus on last Friday, which was of course 3 days before my birthday on the Sunday. And I guess without further ado, let's get into it. What's Popping episode 6, Birthday Bonanza part 1. I do just want to say a couple of things first though. Throat is still horrendous. And it's just absolutely horrendous. And I just feel really ill. Secondly, my Raw ticket, there it is in paper form, so I'm going to keep that and treasure it. It wasn't a great episode of Monday Night Raw. Like, I looked at my video and basically what I thought, and after looking at the highlights on YouTube, it wasn't a great episode of Raw. I enjoyed the tag team turmoil quite a bit. I enjoyed the Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns stuff quite a bit. But outside of that, nothing was spectacular, but it was the atmosphere and the emotion of the event that really took me. So anyway, let's get into these pops. We'll start with probably the most insignificant pop. I need to hide it. So, and we've just got something popped up. Whoops. That was not a pun. That was not intended. Okay, so the first pop is, as I said in a couple of videos ago, it's from a Magic... I've just spoiled it. It's from a card game franchise. Show it, whatever. It is Elspeth Terrell from Magic the Gathering. Now, I'm not a fan of Magic the Gathering, but I decided to pick this one up really to just pad my collection for a couple of reasons. One, I thought the character looked very cool. I loved the design. I loved the spear. I loved the silver armor that's almost metallic, but it's not. I loved the hooded cloak. It's kind of like a warrior Red Riding Hood. She's also got a sort of gold band here. The spear just looks really badass as well. I really like that. And the white cloak is really cool as well. And then the second reason I bought it really was because it was £5. The works were selling pop vinyl. They were selling just Magic ones, but they were only a £5, and I was like, that is so much cheaper than pops anywhere. So if they ever get in like Harry Potter ones or Marvel ones, then I'll be sure to go and check the works out. And they said they would be getting in those sort of ones. So if they do get in those ones, I'm going to seriously be checking those out. But yeah, Elspeth Terrell from Magic the Gathering is the first pop of What's Popping episode 6. Crikey. Alright, we're getting on to the second one. Now, this was one... I bought these two pops for myself, by the way. This pop here is from a long-running TV series, but it was recently reinvigorated as a movie. This is the lead character, I'd say, is played by Chris Pine. At this point, you absolutely know who he is. It is, of course, James Tiberius Kirk from Star Trek Beyond. Now, this one is from Beyond, the third installment in the new Star Trek franchise, which I think the movies have actually declined in quality. I think that Star Trek, the 2009 one, was so good. It was one of the best sci-fi movies of the decade. Into Darkness was good, and then Beyond I thought was okay. Just not at the quality of that first one. But anyway, here is James T. Kirk. Now, I think the face sculpt isn't amazing, and that's probably my biggest problem with the figure. I think the hairline's good for Pine. I don't think the hair's actually bright enough, though, to be Chris Pine's. Obviously, he's got himself a phaser, as you can see there, set to stun. The outfit is, of course, yellow for Captain Yellow. And, of course, he's wearing boots, and I get this, their trousers. They look kind of like, not latexy trousers, but they look kind of like cargo pants. So, I guess there is James Tiberius Kirk. No bobbleheads. These two are not bobbleheads. The next two are going to be bobbleheads, though. So yeah, Captain James Tiberius Kirk is added to my movie pop collection, which is now at 3. But that will honestly jump up as this Birthday Bonanza series rolls out. So the final two pops of this episode are pops that my friend Jack bought me. My first shout out of my Birthday Bonanza for people buying me presents. My friend Jack, who's my neighbour actually here at Cross Trend in Lincoln, he bought me pops for my birthday. He just out of the blue, and I was just very, very grateful. This set as well is I believe I can't remember, but it's an exclusive. It's an exclusive 2-pack. I don't know if all 2-packs are exclusive, but this one certainly is. It has the sticker on the front, and I'm just going to show you it anyway. I can't, obviously I've got poor vision, so... One second. No, actually, no, it'll be fine. But anyway, yeah, this is an exclusive 2-pack. I imagine, I don't know if all 2-packs are exclusive. I do have a 2-pack in one of my episodes coming that should also be an exclusive. Well, it is an exclusive, sorry. But yeah, let's just get into it. Movie characters. I needed Marvel characters for my collection. I don't have any, so I decided you may as well go big or go home. And these are also the first 2 bobbleheads in my collection. We have Captain America versus Iron Man. Now, I love these figures. Now, they're not metallic, which, if they were metallic, it'd be so cool. But they just look so amazing, and the fact that the heads just bobble is just very, very cool. Iron Man, we'll start with Iron Man. Just perfect. Like, this is, Civil War was one of my favourite movies of 2016. So, I had to get a couple of pops from Civil War. Everything's done really, really perfectly. The shape of his chest plate. I thought it was a triangle, so the fact that it's a square is a little bit alluring. I hope I'm wrong. I just love the fact that this one's a bobblehead. I think it just adds to the sort of quirkiness of Iron Man's character. Kind of like Deadpool's pops are bobbleheads. Just perfectly painted. Like, there isn't a lot of paint smear that I can really see. Especially on the dome. The dome is in his head. He's absolutely perfect. Just really, really good figure. Really, really like this Iron Man. It's a great addition to the collection. And then, of course, we have Captain America, whose head actually feels a little heavier. And it wobbles a little bit more than Iron Man's. I think it's actually fatter. Yeah, actually, if you have a look, there's a very subtle difference. Cap's head is bigger in width, whereas Iron Man's is a bit taller. So I don't know if that's kind of a knock on the characters, because Chris Evans does have quite a long face, which is quite funny. Cap's shield is on his back, not on his hand, which is cool, because this is like a big stance, like looking at each other, ready to fight. These guys are going to be posed on my shelf, probably in a way where they are looking at each other to fight and ready, and I'm going to get the whole teams assembled, so I can have like a big scene, which I am thinking about my shelf, guys. If you've got any suggestions of how I should show my pops, I've just got them in a line at the moment, and I'll maybe put some box ones at the back, maybe. But my other idea was to have them in battle scenes, so if I have like video game characters looking at TV characters and movie characters looking at other characters and stuff like that. But this is a really, really cool Captain America figure. Obviously, it's hard to tell whether it's Steve Rogers because you can't really see a lot of the face because it's covered by the mask. But again, the mask is beautifully painted. And the shield as well on the back. There's like this little glare to it, this little shine, which I think really, really helps it. You won't be able to see it on the camera, but there's this really, really cool shine to it. And this looks really, really awesome. I've been waiting like over a week, well, nearly over a week, to open these characters. So it is honestly so cool to finally have them open and finally be able to put them on my shelf. I don't know if I'll put them all on my shelf until I've opened them all. So I feel like I'm probably going to be doing like each episode just after each other today. So, and I'll upload them as I'm recording the next one. But anyway, guys, that was my first episode of my birthday bonanza. What's popping episode 6. Thanks for watching. Hasbro Rover Slot. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Tell me your thoughts. What is your favourite pop vinyl that I picked up in this episode? For me, it might be that Iron Man. It just looks so beautiful. What other pops do you think I should get for my collection? What do you think of my collection so far? That there is, what I've done there is add 3 Marvel film characters to my movie collection, so that's really, really good. What collection do you think I should pick up? What do you think of Magic the Gathering pop vines? What do you think What do you think to the fact I got a pop for £5? Do you guys get pops for that cheap? And yes, that's everything, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Revolver Rosselot.